All right, so now that we know how to find, we got to be able to find a whole entire linear line graph. Is a form called slope intercept form. The reason it's called that, it has the slope and it has the y-intercept is what it's known as. So slope intercept form is y equals mx plus b. It's one way to write a linear relationship. The y-intercept of a graph is where the line crosses or intersects the y-axis, or when x equals 0. So a graph, my line's going like that. That point right there is the y-intercept, where it crosses the y-axis. When we have our equation, m obviously stands for slope. Why is it m? I don't know, honestly. Like I don't know why they use m. B is the y-intercept. I'm going to run out of room, so I'm just going to abbreviate it that way. So m's our slope, b is our y-intercept. So when we write an equation, all we're doing basically is filling in the blanks. The slope is the m value, that's the coefficient. So whatever our slope is goes in front of the x. The y-intercept is a constant. It's just tacked on at the end. We're going to put plus something like +2 in this. This one here, we got a negative y-intercept, so I'd have y equals 4.5x, because 4.5 is my slope. And when I have a negative y, it'll just be -10 to show that's the negative. If you put plus, no, it's just not like the best mathematical way to put it, and it's not how you're going to see answer choice. Okay? Number 3 here, we got a slope of -5, so we got y equals -5x. If it passes through the origin, what's the y-intercept? 0. So I don't even have to put +0. That's not really necessary. So if it doesn't have anything added or subtracted, it's just going to be y equals mx, basically, whatever the slope is, times x. That means the y-intercept would be 0. Last year, when you did linear relationships, that was like every equation you had was y equals something times x. Makes it a little trickier that we add or subtract something to it. And the y-intercept for each equation. We'll just go left to right, working with each equation. So what's my slope on the farthest left one, Lackey? 1 is correct. There's no coefficient. That means the coefficient's 1. What about my y-intercept for that equation? Chastity. -5 is correct. Middle one there. Sydney, what's my slope? 3 is correct. And what about the y-intercept? Gray? 0 is correct. That's how it's going to look. It won't have plus or minus anything. It'll just look just like that. Last one, Robert, slope. -5 is correct. And what about my y-intercept, Jeremiah? 7 is correct. Y'all, that should be pretty easy, pretty simple. Find where it is. That's what it is. Okay. Don't worry, we'll get a little tougher. Here's how this works. We got to find slope and y-intercept from a graph. Y-intercept's the easy one. The y-axis goes up and down. It's the vertical line. So our y-intercept is where it crosses the vertical axis. So in this case, I got a dot there. That means my y-intercept is 3. Okay? Slope, we do just like we did the other day. We're finding rise over run. So in this case, I'm going up 1 over 3. That makes it 1/3. So I got y equals 1/3 x. That was a 1/3 plus 3. Okay? Kind of follow? Y'all try the other two. M and the P. Chastity. Greg? Plus what? Nope. Robert? The easy part. Two-thirds comes from. Okay? So y'all that have the work part going down. I'm going to by saying 1. Honey, what you got for number? On it. Who is, if you count the square? Times anything. 0 plus 14 is going to give me 14. So we just need the y equals 14. If you have a horizontal line, it's going to be y equals a number. If you have a vertical line, it's going to be x equals a number. It's just the variable's opposite what axis they're. It's the axis they go. This won't be that bad, okay? And there's a different, the easiest easiest way to get usually at first. Points. It shouldn't matter which point you use. So you so same idea. Use negative. All right. So let's hit this solve it. You can just kind of think of 4 plus what's going to be. Won't do it step by step. Just try to get the equation. What you got? Whole equation we need. No. All right, so there's our equation. Y equals 2x plus 3. Y'all that got 3, I mean, that means you worked it out correctly. You got 2 as your slope. We just got to put it together the right way. So when I ask you for an equation, that's what it's looking for. It's looking for y equals times x plus or minus the y-intercept. Anybody not sure where either of those two numbers comes from? The 2 or the 3? So everybody's good on all those? All right, so let's try. We need an equation of a line that has a slope of 3 and passes through the point 2, 1. All right, yeah, so we got y equals minus 5. Who's not sure where any of those numbers come from? All right. Which one aren't you sure on? The 5? Anybody not sure on where the 3 comes from? Yeah, we better be sure on that one, right? All right, the 3 comes from right there. Slope of 3 takes care of our first step, okay? First, we don't have to do it. Now we got to find the y-intercept, though. So when we plug it in, we got y equals mx plus b. My y value from that point is 1. My slope is 3. X value from that ordered pair is 2. And we're trying to find b. So we got 1 equals, that's 6, plus b. Y'all, how do we go from 6 to 1? Minus 5, right? So that's where our b equals -5 comes from, and that's that part right there. Okay? Y'all that were raising your hand, everybody good on that now? So all it does is it takes away the first step of finding the slope. The point they give you and that slope to find our y-intercept. So let's make it a little different. This time, we need to find the slope then. How many points we need to find the slope? 2. We need 2 points to find the slope. How many points do I have? Oh, I got 2. There's 2 here. The y-intercept's a point. All right, who remembers way back to the very beginning, one of the first things you wrote down? What's the x value for a y-intercept? 0. So anytime it crosses the y-axis, that means our x value is 0. So my y-intercept of 3 is 0, 3. Everybody go with that? Everybody sees where that's coming from, right? So now we just find our slope. So I'm going to put my y-intercept first. So I'm going from 3 to 5 and 0 to 4. 3 to 5 is up 2. 0 to 4 is up 4. 2 over 4 is 1/2. Okay? All right, who can give me my equation here? Jacob? Yeah. So once we got the slope, we already got the y-intercept, so it's just y equals 1/2 x plus 3. Any questions?